Hello, viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Intentional Parenting Talk Show. Thank you for joining us today. I am Oluwase Ifadairo, your regular host on this platform. On today's edition, we'll continue our discussion, our conversation on are you intentional about the culture that is operating in your home? And during the last talk show, we spoke about siblings rivalry. Today we'll be talking about your language. Language is very important in culture. It's part of the things we use to differentiate one culture from the other. In Yoruba speaking culture, we have different kinds of Yoruba. We have that of Ijesha people, we have that of Ijebu people, we have that of even Egun people that sounds like Yoruba, or let me say Ilori. We have different accents, and that's what makes me to think deeply that how is our language, or how are the things we are saying affecting our children at home. We need to be intentional about the words we speak, how we speak it, when we speak it, the verbal, the non-verbal, if we really want our home to be as the goal we've set. I wrote a Bible passage here to emphasize the importance of language, and it's Genesis chapter 11 verse 5 to 7. I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Tower of Babel, and the verse says, I'm reading from NKJV, but the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. And the Lord said, indeed, the people are one, and they have one language. And this is what they begin to. Now, nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. Your language will either break your children or build them up. Are you intentional about your use of words? Are your languages or your words different when you're happy and when you're sad? What are you saying about others in front of your children? Are you speaking the same language with your spouse? How are you communicating your non-verbal languages to your children? You need to be intentional about them. Your culture is as important as the language you speak. Your home should speak about, one thing. Anytime my son is doing something wrong, saying something wrong, acting something wrong, I read this verse of the Bible that says, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are of good report. And that is in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 8. That is the kind of language I want you to think about and also speak out in your actions and in your words. What kind of language are you generating in your house? What are your children meditating on? What as you as parents meditating on? Languages are formed from your environment. What kind of environment are you putting yourself as a parent? Because this environment will spill out of you, will spill out of your mouth, will spill out of your actions when you are relating with your children. Dear parents, I want to encourage us to be intentional about our languages, because in one way or the other, this is building a culture in our homes. How our children will relate outside is determined or dependent on what we speak at home. Have a wonderful time. See you again in the next video. Bye for now.